Hey guys, it's Miss Shauna here with your Impact Kids Ministry Minute. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that you're really familiar with, something you might use every day. It is a pencil. You might be asking yourself, why do you want to talk about a pencil? Well, a pencil can actually teach us a lot of things about God and how God uses us. There's actually 5 points that I want to go over with you guys today. So the first is that for a pencil to be useful, it has to have a hand to guide it. Much like our lives need God's guidance. Without a hand, this pencil is not going to do anything, right? Another thing is that a pencil needs to be sharpened. See, before we know Jesus, we're a lot like this pencil. It has so much potential, but until it's sharpened, until we let Jesus shape us into what he wants us to be, it's not really very useful and it can't make beautiful things. And if you notice on a pencil, it has an eraser. Thank the Lord that he can erase our mistakes that we make. And then something that's also very cool about the pencil is that it's all about the inside. It's not about what the pencil looks like, but it's about this gray black stuff that we call pencil lead that gives the pencil its purpose, really. And I just want to read a little bit of scripture to you guys. We're talking about the inside of the pencil, and that's what's important. And in 1 Samuel chapter 16, it talks about how God looks into our hearts and knows what's inside, and that's what's important. So I'm just going to kind of paraphrase a little bit for you guys. So at this point in scripture, Samuel is sent by God to look for a new king for Israel because Saul has failed. So God sends Samuel to the family of Jesse of Bethlehem. And this is where we find Samuel going to Jesse's house and asking about his sons. And he brings out all his sons, and all of his sons are, tall, strong. They look like they're great leaders. And he goes through them one by one, and God's like, no, not him. No, not him. And so we think, but Lord, this person looks the part. This person is exactly what we expect. But then he comes back and says, but the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or his stature, because I have rejected him. Humans do not see what the Lord sees, for humans see what is visible, but the Lord sees the heart. So we just keep that in mind when we think about what God has for us to do, because it doesn't matter what we look like on the outside. See all these pencils? There are many differences in them. They're completely different, right? But they are all made to write if they're allowed to be sharpened. So even though they're different on the outside, some of them are taller, some of them are a bit, we could say, prettier. That doesn't matter. What matters is what's on the inside, and that they're sharpened, just like it matters what's on the inside of us, and we allow God to sharpen us. And then lastly, a pencil leaves a trace. So just like we can take a pencil and write a line, and we can make something beautiful with a pencil, God can make a picture of himself with our lives if we allow him to sharpen us and to use us to create that beautiful picture. So, if we think about it, this is our life before Jesus, full of potential. We have to allow him to sharpen us. But if we completely decide to do life without Jesus, it becomes much like this pencil, an eraser on both ends, and it's impossible to do what it was created to do. We say life without Jesus is like this pencil, no point to it. So guys, I just pray that we choose to be like this pencil, let the Lord sharpen us into what He wants us to be, and make something beautiful with our lives. Thanks, guys.